Hello everyone and welcome to Programming Google Sheets. Path to First Owner 2 is one of the sheets that I have been used for a very long time. Currently it is at version 5.0.6.8 and it's a long way from 1. I have been doing this, updating, upgrading it, making it better since 2016, about maybe December. About that time. In this sheet is called grades, is where you enter all your grades and the grade points. Besides that, you have to include the minimum score to achieve this grade. And this minimum score is very useful when you are trying to forecast what is the amount of score you require to get this grade during your final exam. Alright, so more information is right about here, and this is not really important, but looking at the symbol you know what it means. You can estimate what's the definition of the symbol, but since some people can't understand it very well, so I just show it better than not, right? Okay, let's jump into the sheets that I'm actively using. Right, so this sheet is called BNG-MH, which stands for Bachelor Degree of Engineering in Mechatronic Engineering. These sheets I've been using it since my first sem taking that particular degree. So the first column is just the year and semester. You can use it to write anything you want in that column, but I use it to write my year and semesters. However, in the next coming updates, I'm trying to remove this column A because it's like space consuming. So I'm trying to integrate column A into column B while making the symbol here consistent. B and C is kind of self-explanatory. So you have the subjects right here and I have the credit hour right over here. And then from column D to somewhere here, actually it's more than that, right? It's where I enter all my coursework performance, how much mark I did in my test, how much mark I did in my assignment. After I have all the information about my coursework mark when final exam is about to happen, I can calculate, alright, what is my marks quota, right? So marks quota is the amount of marks that I can lose freely, I can give away during my final examinations. And if I click the plus symbol here, what you can see is the marks required to get this grade. And beside that, you also can see that what is the total coursework. Okay, how about the plus sign here? So this plus sign here is finals marks. So for mathematics, for engineering 1, my final marks, the maximum marks that for that paper, the final paper, is just 80. I think that's incorrect. It should be 100 because all the paper that we have in my university, or the finals paper, is 100 marks. It's very unlikely to have non 100. So after we have discussed this part, let's jump to GPA and CGPA. For GPA, everybody that have been to university knows that GPA is per semester and CGPA is cumulative. So for GPA, I only want to show one value, which is the last subject. So what I have here is I only show the GPA for the last subjects of the semester. Let me close this to save some space. Right, and for the CGPA, I would just show for all subjects. But what I really want is what is my current CGPA. So this recent update, I added this one, which show the most recent CGPA, which is the same as the last CGPA I have. Right, so now what you're looking here is all the emoji that I use in the formulas or array formula specifically. All I have here is just array formula. That there are no simple formulas. All are array formula. I can delete the content here and it will still reappear. So at the bottom here, you will see that I have used a lot of emoji in my formulas. You can enter this emoji with your mobile phone, or you can use Google Chrome. So when you're using Google Chrome, just right click anywhere that can type a text. Okay, I can right click and then you can select emoji and then you can begin to type emoji right there, and you have your emoji in the cell. But the problem that people might face is when they are trying to add emoji in their formula. So in Google Sheets or in Microsoft Excel, to type a formula, you begin with an equal sign, which I'm doing right here. So once I type enter, I was expected to get emoji. Instead, I get an error. Because emoji is like text, so we have to treat the emoji as text. So if we are trying to type the ASDF, the example of text characters, in the formulas, it would not work. It would give me hash name. To display text in the formulas, we have to add double quotations. One double quotation in front and one double quotations in the rear. If you're doing it on mobile, you have to make sure that you type everything, because I'm on the desktop PC, so I can just leave it blank and it will help me autofill. So when I enter it again, you can see that it autofill the double quotation for me. And when you're doing it on PC, Google Sheets will also help you to add close bracket. For emoji, it's the same story. Add double quotations and it will work as expected in your formulas. Let's take a look at the last versions before I update to this one. So the last version is like, and I'm using this particular sheets to do all my testing. Let's say that someone type a wrong credit hours. It's not number, right? Credit hours should be in numbers. So if you type something like a word characters, then it will show hash credit. If it types something that does not belong to the grade, then it will show hash grade. And in the past, what I have is that everything that cannot be shown will show as either a dash or colon. So right here you can see the colon, and right here you can also see the colon, and here the colon. In the latest versions, I have unknown. Oh, what is that? I don't know. You have to enter the grade, then you can see what's there. And I also update it to become very special. So for the last versions, I have everything to be the same, or it's colon. So in the latest versions for the GPA, I want it to be something special. So I want everything on top before the last subject to show this big red downward triangle, and for the last subject, that its purpose is to show the GPA to be this question mark, white question mark. So I have to redesign the formula a little bit, just change the output logics to show different symbol for different conditions. Right, so I believe that that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. So when I update these sheets again, I will create another video that maybe I cover what is the thing that I change, maybe not, because ArrayFormula is something quite advanced.